Alright, so now J-Hope right there, he was using 8 beats, so he was double timing it in that vocal line. Hey everyone, Adam Michan here, singer, songwriter, and vocal coach, and today I'm going to be reacting to BTS.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me.
Hey, if you're interested in getting all of your favorite BTS swag, whether it be t-shirts, hats, check out the link down below, you get 10% off.
When you say that you love me, 난 하늘 위를 걷네. 영원히 말해줘 just one more time. When you say that you love me, 난 그 한마디면 돼. 변하진 않다고 just one more time. 넌 내게 이 세계의 전부 같아. 더 세게 아프게 날 꽉 껴안아.
Alright, it's already sounding amazing. I love the kind of stripped back instrumental that's in the back. I like their use of falsetto into a light mix as they're singing it, and different singers like Jimin is using a slightly heavier sound than Jungkook is as he's coming down, which I think is very, like, it was particularly picked by Jimin to be able to do that. Definitely seems to be one of their faster paced videos. It's not like slow and just kind of rolling into it. It's kind of picking up speed quite quickly.
We got on something and you can't make it nothing.
Nice. Really like V's voice there. It suits that portion that he was given. And I think that that's a big part of the producers of BTS. When they're kind of making sure to divvy up all the parts, a big portion of the success of the song is really connected to who's taking what part in the song. And kind of looking at the group from that macro level of like, okay, your voice suits more of the darker parts and you have a really nice light falsetto. And then like Jungkook's heavy mix is his strong suit, you know, just knowing where to place everyone for the different parts of the songs that they're singing. And so I like that. That was more of like a heady mix on Jungkook's part right there, but it is nice and released. That's the way it should sound. And so you can see how V singing that same note has more of a heavy timbre to it. Definitely his voice has more of a heavy timbre than Jungkook does. Alright, so he's almost singing it just really quickly. It's not quite the rap that we're used to in other songs where it doesn't follow a specific melody. This is following a melody and he's doing it very well. It's just much lower in his range than any of the singers do. You know, he's singing it in kind of that low octave below where everybody else would sing it. Suga is actually in a very, you know, kind of balanced mix right there. You know, I know he's generally not the one singing in the song, but that really wasn't rap. That was straight up singing. I mean, he's spitting out the words really quickly, but he's singing that part. Okay, now this is... Okay, so now this end part kind of follows more of the rap. Straight, like, kind of rap without any particular melody that he's following. Yeah, Jin had a really, really nice balance, like almost spoken mix there. It's like exactly what you would imagine his talking voice would sound like. That's kind of what he's approaching it there with. And I find that a lot of singers, they overcomplicate things and they try to make singing harder than it has to be. And so I think that's one thing that Jin is kind of not working with there, is that he's not making it any more difficult than it has to be. And I genuinely believe that if anybody kind of takes the right approach when it comes to singing, they can learn how to sing. It's just about knowing and getting the right guidance. So if you guys are interested in getting guidance with regards to singing, I offer a free lesson on my website. You could check out the link right here. I'll put a card. And over there, you'll get a free lesson if you sign up at the bottom of the website on how to sing and how to start using your voice in a better way, similar to the way Jin is. You get the best of me. And so I think all the vocalists are coming together on You Got the Best of Me, and it's just kind of a chorus effect of many singers all singing the same part.
춤으로 전국을 데려와.
Oh, I love that. Jimin's voice suits that so perfectly. So this is the breakdown of the song, right? Now doing kind of halftime of the original. Da 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 da. Right? So you've got that kind of halftime feel to it where it's not, 4/4. Now you're doing 2 beats. And that kind of gives it that breakdown, slower moving type of feel. I really like that, how they made that change right there in the rhythm and the beat. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it's something that is a musical tool that you can use to create a little bit more without actually totally changing the rhythm. You're just emphasizing the rhythm differently. And in that way, you're kind of slowing it down, doing half speed for the song. Yeah, so Jungkook is now in a full mix, whereas Jimin was singing it more in a light mix falsetto area. Alright, so now J-Hope comes in with the regular rap as you would expect, and it's gone back to that 4/4 beat, regular time beat that the whole song was in. And I think that the reason for this is because it's kind of hard to rap in halftime because it's moving so slowly. It lends itself much more to singing than it does to rapping, because rapping you're moving really quickly. Alright, so now J-Hope right there, he was using 8 beats, so he was double timing it in that vocal line, which made it sound so fast because he's kind of filling in those in-betweens of the regular beat. Yeah, I like that switch off between Jungkook and V. Kind of Jungkook taking the higher part and V taking the lower part. Again, on the producer's side, very, very good move. And also I like that how they went with Jimin's voice first because it's the softer, lighter timbre as far as voices go. And then they go with Jungkook. And my kind of hope and inclination right now, as kind of seeing the way that they progress already, like, in the songs that I've done so far with them, there's some kind of patterns that you start to notice. So I believe next is going to be V, just my opinion. No, I was wrong. But it's still a good place to end on Jungkook. It's kind of like right in the middle ground as far as vocal timbres go. All right, so let's check out the live version of this. Wow, so right off the bat, it's really hard to do live. In a recording, it's one thing where you can do as many takes as you want, but live without any guide of where you're supposed to be melodically and just starting off the bat with vocal is extremely difficult to make sure that you're like right on pitch. So that's incredible that he was like bang on right off the top. But you see, I can tell already that because this is more of a focus on the choreography and the dance aspect of the song, there's definitely going to be a lot more backing vocal that is bumping up their vocal as opposed to it being completely live. I definitely heard at certain instances where you could hear a doubling effect where their original vocal was coming on top of the recorded vocal. So just so you know, this it's there, but it's not completely their live vocal that you're hearing on this one. And see right there, you could tell because Jin closed his mouth before the audio was actually done saying the vowel O or whatever, I think it was an O vowel. Finishing that sound, it had already jumped. He had already closed his mouth and the vocal was still going. So that's impossible unless there's a backing vocal. And I know, don't jump on me. I totally understand you guys that it's not, with BTS, it's not all about the vocals. A big part of it is about the dance. But being the fact that I know nothing about dance and, I'm working from a purely vocal standpoint, it's just something to bring up and comment on as we're watching this so that you guys can know like what parts are actually their live vocal coming through as opposed to the backing vocal. And that could be how Jimin kind of came in right at the exact time where he needed to. Partially partially because there's a backing vocal that's guiding him.
어떻게 너의 오늘은 말을 하고 또 너를 쓰고 싶은데 I'll be your light 치고 있는 너
Yeah, I think he's a good singer. You know, he's kind of got that low end vibe to his voice. You know, I think he could definitely put in some more singing parts into the songs as opposed to just purely doing the rap. Nice. Yeah, V sounding really good there. You could definitely hear his vocal underneath the backing vocal, and the whole audience is jumping in here, which is awesome. Yeah, definitely for the chorus, it's not easy to hear their vocal because the audience is just so loud, which is awesome. Like probably one of the best things as a entertainer or performer that you want to hear is the audience singing your lines and your lyrics louder than you can. Yeah, I understand. It would be really difficult to be able to sing moving that much. It's like the vocal is not going to sound the same if they're panting and out of breath from doing the choreography than if they just kind of go with the flow and allow the backing vocal to be there to guide their vocal. Nice. I really actually like the choreography on the halftime there. Yeah, I could definitely hear more of V's vocal coming through because you could hear it's a little bit heavier than you hear in the original recording. And when you've got that, it's very clear that it's not the original vocal that's coming through because otherwise it would be as controlled and relaxed as the original recording is. Here you could hear his adrenaline pumping and he's pushing it harder.
Just one more time. When I say that you love me, 넌 그 한마디면 돼. 변하졌는데도 just one more time.
Nice. So if you like this video, please check out this one right here. 'Cause you've got the best of me. You've got the best of me.